Hello again. Erin Elizabeth here, coming to you from Mysteries in Penrith in Australia with another weekly message. This being the day, the 26th of January 2026. So, using my lovely tools here, I'm going to deliver some messages from Spirit for you to consider and see how it might relate to you and resonate with you in your life. Or it could be that you are the messenger for another in your life or someone that you happen upon during the coming week, and you might need to pass on a message to them. Whatever it may be, please consider what's in this for you. Tuck away some of this, utilize and action other aspects of this. Do what feels right for you. But if some of these words and messages come back to you and they're ringing in your ears, or there's a little earworm happening, pay attention to that. I'm simply the messenger. I'm here to plant seeds. I'm here to join some dots. And as the messenger, that is my job. Your job is to do something with the message and recognize when something needs to be actionable or something needs to be released. Well, let's just see, shall we? So we'll start off with some tarot cards and we'll move on to some other tarot cards and layer them up and see how they want to play together today. So here we go. We've got 1, 2, and 3. The King of Wands. And this one popped up on our little Facebook reading for last week, being the storyteller in your own life and not being scared to tell your story of adventures and fun and excitements. The king has had many an adventure, and he is the master of what that means for him in his life and shares that as a story and as an experience, and therefore can inspire others to be a bit more adventurous. So this is a message to you to tell more of your stories and connect what that might mean for you, reflecting on how far perhaps you have come in your adventures and your experiences and your bravery to have some of those experiences. Or perhaps it's a message for you to level up and have the experience that maybe you've been a little bit afraid to step into. I'll give you a minute to think of that. And this is a card of travel, our 8 of Wands, overseas travel, but local travel as well. But it's having the adventure, and there's a little fear and a block to that. So interesting that at the tail end of connecting with this King of Wands, we were actually then talking about what have you been scared to do? And yes, there's something about moving forward that you're a little bit scared to do. So even if you are sitting in your skin and you're like, well, no, I do this and I do this and look at how much I've done. It's not about saying you haven't done enough, but there's another layer to unfold. And you might not know what that is yet, but it could present to you, and it's worth looking at and not blocking an experience that comes your way, because it allows you to have more of an experience that enables mastery of being the storyteller in your own life. And the practical means are available to you in order to have the experience. So sometimes we can hold ourselves back because we don't think that we've got the resources or the financial resources. Step 1 is to connect in with the heart and go, yes, I say yes. And believe it and feel it and know that it is possible. And then give it to God, give it to Spirit, give it to the universe and go, show me how. I'm saying yes, but I need you to show me how the resources can manifest for me. But it really does come back into connecting with your sense of worthiness and your sense of adventure and your sense of saying yes. So our Queen of Wands is reminding you that you have resources available to you even when you think that you don't. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next deck of cards to layer this up. Last week it was a sandwich. Today it feels more like a layering. Whoop! Some of these want to come out and say hello. Yeah, okay. We'll see if they end up in the spread. Beautiful, beautiful cards, beautiful message. But this feels like ready to have an adventure. And in doing so, you are allowing yourself the experience within that ascension. And that was at the end of last week's reading that's now coming back to me, is this ascension at the end of uncovering all this shadow work and doing the work. An ascension there is being offered to you. And part of the ascension process for you at this time in this upcoming week is we either have the experience or plan the experience. But look at where any fear and blockage is holding you back from doing something fun and adventurous and maybe a little bit out of the box for you. So let's layer these up. 1, 2, and 3. And I can see we've got some big cards here already. So with our King of Wands, the partner card to that is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is a little pause, a little wait, a little surrender to what is happening. So you don't force the experience. Allow it to present itself to you and be a bit patient into what that looks like and what that is. So you don't need to go away after listening to this message, go, oh my goodness, get out the travel documents and what am I doing? And I have to do it now, I'm going to miss my moment. It's being aware of it and saying yes, and then being a little bit patient as to what unfolds with that. And it's going to be something that's different, something that you wouldn't normally do, because it offers you an opportunity to look at life from a fresh perspective or a different perspective. Because if we keep doing the same things and we keep having the same exposures to things, there's limited growth. So we need to be doing different things and exposed to other experiences in order for our evolution and our growth. So that takes time to sort of step back, observe what is there before you can decide what it is that you're going to embark on. So there is no freneticness and fast-paced action needed, which is also too why our Eight of Wands has come in reverse, is because usually this is, expansion and things happening at warp speed. It's happening and it's going to be big when it happens, but there's no hurry to get there. And this beautiful star is the partner card to this. So while you're acknowledging and saying yes to having the experience where expansion then is possible, we're just feeling into our authentic self, because the experience has to bring us home to us. Who are we? Why are we here? This authentic self really wants to be expressed. This is an experience where we connect with our soul. And I can tell you right now, I'm getting goosebumps from my crown all the way down to my feet. This is a true and deep message. Our soul wants the experience of authenticity. Be who you are and who you are meant to be and why you are here for. That sounds a little bit clunky, but these are the ways it's coming through. It doesn't always translate in the most eloquent of ways. But I can feel it. And, if you can feel it too, we are connected, and this message is absolutely for you. And if you can't quite feel it yet, it's coming, or it's something that you need to pass on to somebody else. But our star is really about a renewal and a rebirth and authenticity and coming home to self. And that's the experience that's needed. Perhaps a retreat for some of you. Been looking at booking in for a retreat, signing up for meditation classes, just a few examples jumping in, but whatever it is that makes your soul sing. And you need to sort of really sit in some meditation and some quiet to really connect with, what does my soul want for me right now? And this is a great little pairing here. The Queen of Pentacles, Miss Practical, Miss Mary Poppins, is with our now King of Pentacles, mastering the resources, the master of resources. So, I did say connect with just saying yes and the resources shall appear. Don't ask me how. It just had law of attraction. When you connect with what's right for you and what your soul is asking for and what you're saying yes to, the resources make themselves available. And the king has now mastered this. So you don't need to worry. It's just validating what was said before. You do not need to worry about where these resources are coming from. Obviously, I'm not advising you to make silly mistakes and sign up for, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of something as an experience. But, if money be the thing that holds you back, ask Spirit to show you how. Ask for the messages, ask for the signs after you have connected with, this is what my soul aligns with. So there's no winning lotto just for the sake of being frivolous, is in this particular message is what I'm saying. But when you say yes to what it is that your soul wants, the experience and the adventure, so that the soul can evolve, then the resources become available. So that is a really cool thing. And this is what we're talking about here in terms of the law of attraction, being the co-creator of your own life. And it is about coming back to self, coming back to purpose, and surrendering to have the experiences that you signed up for. Whether you agree with it now in this human body or not, you signed up, your soul signed up to have experiences, to raise the vibrations, to evolve as a soul, as part of this collective. Wowee, wowee, wowee. And the layering seems to be going back to the sandwich situation because now I feel like I just want to bring it home with another layer of tarot. And I've got to tell you, these goosebumps are pinging off all over the joint within my human body. So we've got some pretty strong messages coming through, and it's about your soul, and it's about surrendering, and it's about having the experiences that help that soul to evolve. And it's about you surrendering and saying, yes, yes, I will. Now, the experience with the king and the hanged man, there's help available. And there's a little bit of a giving and receiving of help in that. So while you're having an experience, you're also giving someone an experience. And that's in the storytelling. What you need is going to show up. What you need is going to show up because you're worthy. This just really stamps this one home, where we've got our Eight of Wands and our Star. In our other deck, we've got the Star. Okay, so this is really, really about being your authentic self and having the experiences that your soul is calling out for. I think we are quite in tune with what our humanness wants and desires. How many of you, and this is just a question to reflect on, how many of you just sit in that space and go, what does my soul need? What does my soul want? If I just talk about my soul, the essence of who you are, not the experiences of the humanness, but my soul. If you could tell me about your soul, what would you say about that? You wouldn't say your soul is hungry or needs money. It would be, my soul loves to help people. And so what my soul needs is support. And the support can come via the way of being part of a group and being in your tribe, the people that get you and to help you grow and are on your side and on your team and are happy for you and not in competition with you. They can be inspired by you, but not in competition with you. Okay, I feel like I'm calming down a bit, but not to say that things won't ramp up again. There's a lot of energy in this little room here right now. So our King of Queen of Pentacles has our Page of Cups, our sensitive little psychic soul, Page of Cups. So there's a reluctance still residing within you potentially to connect with you being able to access the resources that are needed and required for you to have the experience. So you will get shown how, but you are potentially at risk of not believing it, and therefore it doesn't reveal its full force to you, or it doesn't remain available to you. You go, oh, that sucks, that didn't work. Erin said the resources will be there and they won't. Well, it's about you recognizing it and having the faith and setting yourself, I guess, a little, I want to say the word test, just so that you can trust that Spirit is there for you and Spirit has your back. And so ask for the little signs and synchronicities to show up to validate that the experience is right for you. If you're not trusting that coming back into your heart and talking to your soul is working for you or is enough for you. Whew, okay, so I'm going to do one card from an oldie but a goodie, which is the Spirit Messages from John Holland. I'm just going to draw one card to seal the deal. And as I close my eyes and tune into this, I'm seeing birds take flights. And so you are ready to take flight. You are ready to feel that wind beneath your wings, to have an experience so that your soul can feel elevated and alive. You're getting bored in your humanness. So have more experiences for your soul. Oh, sticky little card. I feel like that's the one that really wanted to be played for. Soul power. There you go. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Is there a more perfect card? How much have we been talking about your soul and having an experience that feeds your soul and is soul-based? And here we are, via the law of attraction, choosing the card that puts a stamp on this reading. Have the experience to be authentic and feed your soul. It is your choice. It is always your choice. But this is the message. So I leave you with that. And from here, Mysteries in Penrith, Australia, we send you big, big love. And until next week, have an amazing week, being open to what adventures are there for you and the evolution of your soul. Big love. Mwah.